the DJ here, folks. DJ Wonder Chrissy. It is Friday. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's up with you guys? Hey, we're streaming here. Join us for another awesome show as we talk about the migrants. Let's get going. Let's get going. It's a lot happening today. What do we got playing here today? We've got Subway Dreams by Dan Henning. It's a bell ringing day here in the Chicago area. It's August 9th. We're like 10 days away from the DNC. We're going to talk about it. Join us. Let's get going. There we go. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet Friday. Thanks for joining us. Let's see what we got going today. Wanted to cover a few things, but first we wanted to cover what's happening in Chicago. People in the South Loop of Chicago are getting a little PO'd about let me get this set up for you here with their migrants. They got some homeless and some migrants. They don't really pin this on the migrants, but you can read between the lines if you know what I'm saying. So there's been a lot of crime and aggressive panhandling in the South Loop, and the residents are fed up. They're fed up, like some things that are happening in another country that's not being publicized here in the United States. We'll talk about that too on the other side of this video. So just so everyone's aware what's going on in the world, and let's listen to what the neighbors are saying about loitering harassment in the South Loop. So here we go.
Neighbors in the South Loop reached out to us saying the loitering and soliciting has gotten so bad they don't feel safe even going to the grocery store. We're always investigating, and Jermont Terry spoke with a resident and city leader about what they're seeing. Jermont?
Joe, it's fear and aggressive begging. Now, police here at District 1 are getting calls about people harassing residents here in the South Loop. It's so bad, some people are moving out. The South Loop is the southern gateway to Chicago.
The South Loop is an amazing neighborhood.
South Loop is an up-and-coming area the last 15, 20 years. That's down there by the museum campus and Grant Park and Soldiers Field and McCormick Place, and it's all a lot of new high rises, a lot of new housing, a lot of new stuff. So it's a nice place to be, but evidently not.
We have Grant Park, we have Northerly Island, we have the stadium, we have the museums.
Yet Tammy Bach and their neighbors are also dealing with unpleasant aspects too.
They're dealing drugs, or they're just intimidating people. So for the residents that live here, we're caught. We don't know what to do.
Bach has lived near the intersection of Wabash and Roosevelt for about a decade. She says excessive loitering and aggressive panhandling leaves so many frightened.
10 o'clock in the morning, and I had somebody approach me to the point to where I thought that they were going to attack me.
She's not alone. Online, South Loop residents are sounding off saying, one time a man grabbed my arm as I walked by. As a single woman, that entire block feels unsafe to me, even in the daytime.
So there you go, folks. A little word to the wise. Remember, you need stuff like this on you, even in the daytime. Carry something like this. This is Vexor, made in Illinois. We're promoting some Illinois products here. This is made in Kankakee. Vexor, military grade pepper spray. Get yourself some. This is a nice big bottle. Look at 4 ounces, as opposed when you buy the stuff on the keychain at Target, like a little 2-ounce bottle. No, they got 4 ounces, and this will hit somebody in a nice spray within 20 to 30 feet. So consider buying some of this. $8-9 a bottle. Worth having in your car, if not in your purse, or have it on you if you're going to be walking in a nasty area like the South Loop. The South Loop, nasty area. Okay, let's get back to the video.
Others complain about litter, drugs sold and bought, guns, loitering at red line. It was not this way when I moved into the South Loop.
It dragged me all the way down the floor.
Back in May, a veteran was brutally attacked outside a droll store.
Here we go, a veteran. This guy knows a little bit about self-defense, and it looks like he got a nice mark there.
At the same intersection.
Nothing has been done. It's getting worse.
34th Ward Alderman Bill Conway says, I share the concerns of residents, many of whom have been frustrated with the situation long before I took office. I am currently collaborating with 1st District Commander Harris on several approaches to address the problem. We have increased dedicated police attention who are dispersing crowds from the area more quickly and frequently.
A couple of years ago, there were
Box taking drastic measures.
we're moving, part of it because it's going to be more quiet. It's not going to be as intimidating.
So the reality, everyone cannot just up and move. So this Wednesday, residents are expected to pack a CAPS meeting to voice their frustration directly to Chicago police. The goal, really find a solution to what's happening around them. Reporting live in the South Loop, Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
Okay, so there you go on that. I also watch another channel called Appalachia's Homestead, hosted by a lady by the name of Patera. And I'll show you her channel here. This is her channel right here. And she does some homesteading, and she's located in the Knoxville area of Tennessee. This video here where it says the danger is here, she talks about what's happening in Tennessee, which has been kind of exempt from the migrants until now. Last night she reported, or yesterday she reported, that they're seeing bus loads of people coming into the Tennessee, specifically the Knoxville area, and being dumped off. I don't know where from, if it's from Chicago, New York City. She mentions Greyhound. There are potentially Greyhound buses. So there's probably some jurisdictions that are just getting rid of people, and they're sending them to Knoxville. She talks about her experience of going to a local mall to do some shopping with her family, and she notices a lot of these individuals hanging around the food court, hanging around the mall, and they're mostly, if not entirely, single military-age males hanging out at the mall, right? Do you see a problem with this? Do you see where I'm going with this and why you need to have some of this stuff with you? Don't be going to the malls by yourself, especially late at night. She's kind of sounding the bell here that in places where you thought you were safe, you may not be safe anymore. We've got the dispersion of these illegals, these border buddies, these illegal migrants occurring at a faster pace now, folks. They're moving out from their urban blighted areas potentially and going to some of the other spots of our country where things were a little bit nicer, right? That's where they want to go. They don't want to be stuck in the urban, decaying, decrepit cities where they're basically slaves, right? They're being held captive to their social services. So these single military males are heading out, and they're taking their crime and in stealing and drug dealing and whatever else they're doing to stay afloat with them. So word of caution to the wise there, okay? Word of caution. Be careful what's going on. So now let's talk about something that's not being publicized. And you can learn more about it at another channel that I watch. I'm giving you some nice channels that I watch here on a regular basis. There's a gentleman who hails, he used to live in the United Kingdom, and now he actually lives on the Isle of Man. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Isle of Man is a small island country off the coast of the United Kingdom. But Neil here used to be, he was in the UK military for many years. He's an entrepreneur, and he's got an awesome channel. He covers a lot about economics and things happening in the world. And he's talking about what's going on in the UK. The situation, as he calls it, in the UK. It's out of control. If you're not aware, the people in the UK are aggravated, much like the people in the South Loop. The people in the UK have had it with untethered, unmanaged migration of illegals into their country. And they are now actively protesting. Let's call it peaceful protesting that's going on in the UK and even Ireland. Do some Google searches or go out on YouTube and you'll find some videos. According to Neil, he had some reports from the media, some media in the UK. I mean, it's happening countrywide. It's not localized. It's not like it's just happening in London, although it is happening in London, but it's happening in middle to large cities across the kingdom, okay? Across the kingdom. And as you can see in some of these pictures here, we've got, the police trying to disperse the crowds, which are the people that are protesting of what's going on, who've had enough, who are tired of seeing their country give money and services and free stuff to the people that shouldn't be there. Sound familiar? Situation kind of sounds familiar, right? Haven't seen much about the minorities, the black and brown people of Chicago, protesting what's going on in Chicago, and they're not getting all the money that they could get. So it's yet to be seen where this is all going to go in the United States, but I'm just trying to point out what's happening in other countries as a result of, they've had this unfettered illegal migration happening in the United Kingdom for probably a couple more years than us. So it's coming to a head in the UK. So I just want to make you aware of that, make you aware that the media, the mainstream media, yeah, we gotta love the mainstream media. Oh, puke on that one. Yeah, puke on that one. The mainstream media is not really covering this here in the U.S., is it? This is why you need to get yourself some great content creators on any subject that you're interested in, such as the migrants, the illegal migrants, as we cover here for you guys here today. So like, share, and subscribe if you like the content that you're getting today. Check out Patera at Appalachian's Homestead and Neil McCoy Ward from over on the other side of the pond. DJ Wonder Chrissy approved. And they're bell ringers, folks. They are bell ringers. So that's kind of an update of what's going on with the illegals in the world, right? In the world. Here in Chicago, I'm still not hearing about any new buses rolling yet into Chicago. We're 10 days away from the DNC. I'm expecting the buses to start showing up maybe the week before the DNC, so they can create some havoc and mess the weekend before, as you know, the convention goers start flowing into Chicago and heading downtown into the wonderful world of Mad Max. What we'll call it, Mad Max. DNC is going to be a Mad Max scenario, folks. We're gonna see Chicago have some issues. I got a feeling that Chicago's gonna have some crime across the city. We're gonna see some protesting. There's quite a few of people who have registered to protest across the city. And there's people that are going to show up that are not registered to protest, right? That's just the way it happens. So that's what we can look for. That's what I'm expecting. And we'll be here to report it all to you guys as it happens, starting, I believe, on the 19th. I think the 19th. Let me check my calendar here. Let's see here. The 19th. Where's my calendar? Where's my calendar at? There's the calendar. Yes, it starts on the 19th. They start the convention on the 19th, but there's going to be people coming in probably the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th. So we're like a week away. We're a week away to things starting. So there you go. And I'll be bringing it to you. All the gory details. And yeah, we've got the Gaza people that are going to be protesting for sure. Got a lot of that going to happen. Who knows what else will be appearing on the streets of Chicago. They are the approved areas. One of the complaints of the protesters is the approved places for protesting are more in the downtown loop area of the city, down by City Hall and the shopping district and all that, and they're not located in the same vicinity of the United Center where the convention is going to be taking place, which is more what they call the west side of the city, probably like a mile or two away from downtown. So there you go. There you go. Looks like we got a couple of people watching. Give me a like. Give me a thumbs up so we can get this out to the masses. Hope you enjoyed today's show. We're going to end every show, as we always do, with a hand slap and a see you in a minute here. But I am DJ Wonder Chrissy. This is Land Cruiser Midwest. This is Migrant Mayhem, where we talk about the migrants. Sometimes we talk about finance. Check out our channel. Check out the content in the live tab, okay? We do daily streams. We've got some videos also, too, about economic collapse. We got car shows. We got a little bit of everything here at this channel, so check us out. Like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to end this show right now, and I'm going to say, see ya!